Hey everybody, I'm Chris Schafer. This is Brad Rhodes. We're coming live from Logan, West Virginia from KLM's headquarters. Today we're going to cover everything that you're going to need to know about the upcoming Battle of the Mud. So stay tuned. We're going to go over the eligible bodies of water, information related to pre-registration and registration, camping, everything you need to know. We got a couple of guests on the show today, a couple of future pros.
Future pros.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely pros.
One Rod and Monster Mike.
Monster Mike, they're here. They're here.
YouTube sensations.
Yeah,
so,
they're going to be.
Yeah?
They're going to be famous. I'll tell you that right now.
So stay tuned. We'll have them on here in a minute to talk about some of the products you can find here at KLMWorms, and we'll cover everything you need to know about the upcoming tournament.
I was really just blown away with the...
I'm so excited. I can't wait. I'm pumped up.
Love what you guys are doing in the grassroots.
I've met a lot of great anglers from that tournament trail and made a lot of good friends from that tournament trail.
We're super excited about being able to once again support you guys in 2016.
See you on the water and catch some fish.
Hey everybody, Chris Schafer, this is Brad Rhodes. Hey everybody, I'm Chris Schafer, this is Brad Rhodes. Coming live from the Greenbrier Real Staff. Get bit.
Oh, 48 inches because Alright everybody, welcome back. We'll go ahead and recap our last event. Pretty good event, you think?
Well, great, yeah.
It was
fishing.
record setting. You want to say record setting? I think we had 147 anglers show up. It was our biggest tournament we've ever had. Actually, probably the biggest in the nation that weekend.
It was the biggest tournament in the nation.
It was.
I don't think anybody else had 100 that week.
It was pretty awesome. We really appreciate everybody coming out. We really had a good time. The cookout was great. The weigh-in was great. Everything looked really good. But we're going to go over the top 10 finishers real quick. And there's some familiar names and there's some new names. You think? You noticed that?
Yeah.
I think somebody else even got in there. I think.
Well, actually, I ended up in 11th because of tiebreaker.
Oh, you got 11.
So you're going to have to
so we
scratch me out.
So where should we start then? We should start.
You can go ahead and.
We'll start at number 10. Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon. Go ahead.
I'll say your last name, Brandon. You know who Brandon is. Okay, and then number 8 was Tim Waitbright. Number 7, familiar name, Josh Versatile, of course. He's gonna get in there somewhere always. Number 6 was the man who deserved it more than anybody, I think. Is Big Byron. I mean, he
KLM Pro Staff.
KLM Pro Staff, man, he stuck it in there well, didn't he?
He was fishing with me that day. I let him use my boat, and I put him on my own hole.
That was pretty.
And he beats me.
That's pretty bad. Yeah. That's crazy. But anyway, he had a rough year last year. He did. So hopefully Byron's on the up.
Yeah,
I know he is. He's gonna.
He's got him a new boat and everything.
He's good to go. He's ready to go. Number 5, another familiar name, Shane Raines. He's consistent. Number 4, everybody. If you don't know this guy's name, you don't know anything about kayak fishing, do you? National champ, Matt Ball.
That's right.
Matt Ball was in there.
Came out strong.
Yeah, he did. He's got a good showing already. Number 3, Bradley Belcher. He did a pretty good showing. Then the top 2, Joe Harper. Joe Harper had a good day.
Man, he's been free fishing already on the upper mud. Yeah. Looks like he's already on fish there too.
Hey, you can't complain on that one at all. And number 1, the man who had the West Virginia Lake Jinx for a long time, kind of like Byron a little bit, you know, is Russell Johnson. He came in at 48.5 inches. He had a monster day. He had a monster pre-fish too. Yeah. So it was pretty awesome to see him go out there and get him a win. I know he was what, three events deep here in West Virginia without catching fish. Yeah,
he was not a big fan of our lakes, and so it was good to see him come down.
Yes, it was.
Those guys come down and support us, and really appreciate everything they do, and come down and it pays off for once. It's good to see.
Awesome. We're going to be a little interview later in this with Russell, and we'll hear what he has to say. I'm sure he has something interesting to say. He might fan himself with some money, like, you know. But the big fish was TD. TD, that was his personal best also, 21.25 inches.
Congrats.
Congrats, TD. I'm sure he was stoked.
Yeah.
I mean, he's almost stoked like Tommy falling off a boat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that was, all in all, it was a great event, you think? I mean, it was...
I mean, it couldn't have asked for a better event. I mean, we had the... night before we had the celebration for Matt Ball and had the barbecue. That went really well. And then, like I said, we broke our attendance record and then had I think the weather was actually too good. Actually hurt the fishing. The weather was so good.
We were in a clouded sky.
Yeah.
In a clouded sky. So it was good. A lot of new faces. I want to thank everybody new who came out. We have a lot of new members. We have probably close to 100 new members. I mean, it's just insane when people came out. It was awesome. All in all, I think only one person turtled.
Yeah.
Chase, right?
Yeah.
Chase Turtle lost a little bit, but he got his dignity back. He was in a foreign boat.
Yeah.
On his defense.
Yeah.
But it's pretty awesome. But thanks for everybody coming out. That's the top 10. Some of those names we'll probably hear a lot more. Guarantee it. You think? I think we'll hear a lot more of those guys' names.
Oh, yeah.
Got the next event coming up, and some of those guys fish pretty well on that lake. So,
yeah.
So you guys stay tuned. We'll be back in just a second. We're going to talk about some camping and check-in and stuff like that. We'll be back in just a second. All right, everybody, welcome back. We're going to talk about the next event. Last year it was a good event. It wasn't our biggest turnout last year, though. It was one of the smaller turnouts, but it was a really good event.
I actually went through yesterday and totaled up our the average size fish for the top 10, and it was came up to close to 15.5 inches per fish. So top 10.
Hey. That's
not bad.
That's not bad at all. I mean, it was.
Who won that event last year?
I think I did. I think I won it last year.
I got the money too. So.
You got the money. You got the money.
We like this tournament.
We like this tournament. Yeah, I'm going to try to be the first repeat. There hasn't been anybody repeat on anything yet, right? As far as I know.
There's only been 2 people in the club that's ever won more than one tournament.
Right. So
I'm going to try.
I'm going to try to be the first person to win on the same body of water.
There you go.
That'd be pretty awesome, wouldn't it? That's pretty awesome. I got an idea. I got a plan.
Oh, I'm sure. Send Kenny up there to do some pre-fishing.
Yeah, we'll send Kenny to do pre-fishing like last year. I'm not going to lose sight of my truck. I'm going to just keep staring at my truck the whole time like I did last year.
Yeah.
Right? And hopefully it rains at 1 o'clock.
Your patience paid off last year. You thought about ditching your plan.
I did. I really thought about ditching my plan last year, like I said. And Kenny said, stay inside the truck the whole time. And that's what we did. And that rain at 1 o'clock helped last year too, because after it rained, got all my fish after it rained. It was what, 49.5 inches of fish. So it was a good event. But we're going to talk about it real quick, tell you a few things about camping, check-in, stuff like that. But we're going to start with camping. Old Henry Camping Retreat is going to be our host, man. These guys are awesome out there. Vicky's out there. Hi, Vicky, if you're watching.
I'm the guy at the crock pot.
The crock pot guy, yeah. She wanted to make sure you were coming back.
Yeah, I'll be there.
But it's in Branchland, West Virginia. The website's oldhenrycampingretreat.com if you want to go on there and look around a few things. Their phone number is 304-524-2600. Definitely, after this, we're going to, we reserved a bunkhouse, kind of like we did for the first event. There's 40 beds in this bunkhouse. Everybody gets to hang out. There's a meeting room in the middle. You know, there's bathroom, showers. So we got it reserved for everybody to come in. It's $18 per person, which is not bad at all.
No.
It's pretty cheap, really. So you need to call her and get your spot reserved, because let me tell you, those bunkhouses at the last time, we reserved one and it filled up. We reserved another one, it filled up, and then the third one almost filled up. So definitely get on that and get it reserved, because she only has one.
Yeah.
She also has
come, first serve.
First come, first serve. And like I said, she also has campsites. Also, if you want to camp, with electric is 20, without 14. So it's it's all very reasonable price. There's also cabins. She has different size cabins from 8 to 4. They're different cabins. I'm not sure what the prices are. I think they start at like $70 and they go up. So look into that. But definitely go start ahead and start getting your rooms reserved, because they'll fill up fast, because this is going to be a great event. It really is. We're going to have a cookout the night before. We're going to have a cornhole tournament. We're going to give away some prizes that night, I'm sure. Chris has some up his sleeve, I'm sure. It's something to give away. So then we're going to do registration that night too. So also want to throw out there real quick that Vicky also said that she will make breakfast for those people who want breakfast.
Yep, she did last year. You put in your order the night before. Tell her what you want. She does like breakfast sandwiches. I think she does biscuits and things like that. You tell her what you want, and next morning we woke up and she was up in the shop making it. So,
yeah, so we
got in bags and hit the road.
Yeah, she got all that ready. So I'm sure she'll have a time where everybody can come and make their orders, and you'll pay for them that next morning, and you'll be on the road ready to go with a hot sandwich. So be pretty awesome. So
cookout night before, breakfast morning of. You can't beat that.
And the cookout night before is going to be supplied by her also. So like I said, I'm sure she'll have some kind of special on hot dogs or something.
She's selling that food.
She's selling her food. Everything's going to be sold. And like I said, she's going to do a special for hot dogs and hamburgers, stuff like that. And I'm sure it'll be very reasonable and cheap. So this is all to support her. Like I said, where we want to make sure that she wants us to come back again.
Yep.
So guys, come out and do that. Now the day of weigh-in, Ben has arranged for some barbecue to come. That's going to be very reasonable too. Also, we try to get these people to come out, these local folks, to sell their food, and we just want to support them. So that's basically our reason for doing that. I mean, we could hire some catering company, but you know, we're not supporting the little local guys. So that's why we do this, guys. It's not because we're trying to make money. We want those guys to make money. So so definitely come ready to eat, and like I said, you're really reasonable. Our cornhole tournament's going to be pretty awesome. I think we're going to do a brackets now, I believe. So if you want in on that, we're going to have about 5 to 6 boards set up. So there's going to be a lot of people playing, I'm sure. But get you a team, get out there, get set up, and we'll make a bracket. And at the end of the night, we're going to crown a champion, and we're going to give away a pretty good prize. So so I don't know. I haven't really thought about a time to set that deadline yet. I'm sure it'll be 7 o'clock or something, 8 o'clock. You know, but just let us know if you want to get in on that for sure. But on to the lakes, best part of the whole thing, and our open water. I say open water. The open water for this tournament is going to be awesome. We got Mud River Lake, we got Beach Fork, East Lynn, the Guy and Dot, and right below the dam, Mud River, right?
Yep.
So plenty of water. There's no excuses not to have a spot to fish. Yep. Right.
That's right.
So what's your favorite out of that? East Lynn, right?
Yeah. East Lynn. No, I mean, obviously, I think most people are going to lean towards Upper Mud, but again, every one of our tournaments, more strategies being involved with every tournament we have now, and you know, Gondot is a great river for smallmouth. May offer the potential to get away from the crowds, get a limit of smallmouth, and who knows, you land one kicker that could put you up there. East Lynn, Beach Fork, both known for great bass fishing. They hold bass boat tournaments there pretty regularly. There actually are going to be there's going to be a bass boat tournament on each lake that day, but it's just one single local trail, so I don't think you should expect to see a huge bass boat tournament on either lake, about 10 to 15 boats. And then you can fish, put in below Upper Mud Dam and fish that section of the Mud River, which again, you get really good reports on that. It's smaller, shallower water, but there's fish in there. So
but you know, there's some of the river guys who might want to fish the Guy and Dot. I'm telling you, this little bait company right here, K.L.M, has been posting some pictures of some pretty big fish being caught.
I think it was a 22-inch smallmouth.
So
Laura's pro staff caught last week. That was a monster.
Yeah,
and
it was fat.
You catch that on tournament day, you're winning. You're gonna win tournament.
If you catch that and a couple 15-inch fish, you're done. You're going home with $1,000 in your pocket. So.
As far as drive times to the tournaments, we put that information out there last week, but we mapped out that it takes about 45 minutes from the campground where we're staying to get to Beach Fork Lake. And actually, we mapped out the quickest access point to each one of these lakes. And so on Beach Fork, the quickest access point would actually be where we held our tournament there 2 years ago. It's actually the Beach Fork State Park headquarters. You come in there, and that's about 45 minutes from Old Henry Campground. To East Lynn, I think it's the Lick Creek boat ramp. On East Lynn, it's on the lower part of the lake. Good fishing in that area, actually. From the campground to there is about 40 minutes. And then depending on what part of the Gondot you're going to go to, you can get there between 20, or you can run up to various sections of it and make it a 45-minute to an hour trip, depending on what part of the body of the water you're trying to fish. So everything's under an hour. So we're allowing people an hour drive time to get back after the tournament, which we'll talk about here in just a second. So just something to think about.
Yeah, we're setting it up to make it easy for everybody to have a choice to where they want to fish. Yeah. We don't want everybody to be stuck on one lake. You know, if someone has fished East Lynn their entire life and they know where to go, hey, now's your chance to go catch some hogs and bring them in. That's right. So we're going ahead and go in with the pre-registration like we do for every tournament. We're going to do at the campground at Old Henry on Friday evening. It'll be around dark, of course. I'm sure we'll be taking money and filling out forms and everything, but before that. But one thing we want to really stress this time that some people kind of got confused last time was your identifiers. You have to stay till after the captain's meeting to get your identifier. Stay till after the captain's meeting. We don't want someone to leave and forget their identifier. Because if you, sorry, I feel like it's been told that you have to be there to get your identifier. So stay till after the captain's meeting. It'll be right around dark. Won't take but 10-15 minutes, and that'll be it. It'll go over some rules and safety stuff, and then you'll get your identifiers. So keep that in mind. Okay. The morning of registration, if you can't make it to camping the night before, we're going to do it at the boat ramp at Upper Mud, I'm sure, and it's going to be 5:30 to 6 a.m. The reason we're stopping at 6 a.m., like he just said, about 45-minute drive to the Eastland or wherever you want to go. That's where you want to go. We want you to have enough time to get there. So if you're going to drive it, be there at 5:30. You can be there plenty of time. You can have time to sit and eat your food if you want to. It's no big deal. So I want everybody to go ahead and go get registered on TournamentTales if you can. Go do it right now. That way you're already on the list and ready to go. You don't have to worry about it on tournament day, and it helps us also know how many people is coming and what to plan for. Let's see, where else we at? All your fish must be submitted by 3:30. Is that what we said today? Mm-hmm. All your fish got to be submitted by 3:30. If you're using TournamentTales, try to get them updated get them in there by 3. Mm-hmm. Right? If you're having trouble with TournamentTales, or you don't have a cell phone and you're using a camera, you got to be back by 3:30. If you're like I said, if you're having trouble getting it uploaded, be back as soon as you can. How's that? That sound right? Just be back as soon as you can. But the latest you can be is 3:30. Because if you're back at 3:30, just starting so many minutes, you're disqualified. So definitely get in there. You want to say on that?
Well, just like last tournament, just try to think ahead and be prepared. Don't wait until 2:55 to start loading your fish up, and take the opportunity of having issues uploading the site or something like that. Try to submit your fish throughout the day if you can. If you can't submit them throughout the day because of cell signal or whatever, then try to get them in before 3:30. Mm-hmm. Just do your best. We don't want to see anybody disqualified because they waited till the last second to try to get fish uploaded to the site. Mm-hmm. So
first cast 7 o'clock.
First cast 7 o'clock.
Last cast 3 o'clock.
Yes.
So no casting at 3 o'clock. No taking pictures for 3 o'clock. All your pictures are time stamped, of course, so that helps.
There's ways that we know. So don't ever try to take a picture after 3 o'clock.
After 3 o'clock, absolutely. So with your identifier, be sure to stay for it. Your fish on your hog trough. We had a couple people last time who kind of had a problem. They turned their fish the wrong way on the hog trough. Do we have something up somewhere? Can you do a video or something? Or
we've provided handouts at several of the tournaments at registration that shows the proper way to lay the fish on the board. Just always remember the fish's mouth has to be touching the bump board. The bump board is the thing on the end of the It has to be facing your left, the mouth of the fish, and make sure it's touching the bump board. Your identifier or identifiers are both in the picture, and you shouldn't have a problem.
If we don't know what the identifier is yet. We don't know. So that's up to the TD, Tournament Director. But if we do armbands again, one thing last time someone said they forget because they have a long sleeve shirt on or something. Tell you what you do, you just take it and you put it over top of your jacket. That's the best thing I can tell you. If we do armbands again, we may not. We don't know. But if we do, a lot of people had that problem. We put it over top of your jacket, you don't have to worry about it. So I just wanted to throw that out there. I had somebody ask me about that last time. Other than that, I think that pretty much covers everything. Like you said, we're giving everybody an extra drive time back. So if you get your fish uploaded and there's no problems before 3 o'clock, if you get everything uploaded, you have till 4 p.m. to get back. So we're giving you an hour drive time back.
4 p.m. So just make sure that if you're not going to use TournamentTales, you have to be back by 3:30, and all fish must be uploaded by 3:30. May actually, I think what May actually said a couple of seconds ago, it had to be uploaded by 3. Has to be uploaded by 3:30.
Yeah, if you're having trouble with TournamentTales, that's what I'm trying to say. If you're having trouble with TournamentTales and you can't get them uploaded, you got to be back by 3:30 to get some help. Get that stuff in there. So definitely do that. But if everything is kosher and everything's uploaded and all your fish are on there and you're happy with it, by 3 o'clock, come on, you got till 4 to get back. Yeah. So some of them are going to be a long drive. Mud River is only 5 minutes from campground, so just keep that in mind too. So, but other than that, I think that pretty much covers everything on tournament day. Anything else you want to say?
No, I don't think so. Just remember to we gave away some really cool prizes last tournament for people that were participating in some of the social media incentives that we have going on with the hashtag BattleOfTheMud. You got to post on the event page, stuff like that. So if you go out pre-fishing, post your pictures out there. May turn into some sort of door prize for you.
I'd like to win something. I'll never win anything.
Yeah. You said you were going to go fishing here soon.
Hopefully. But you guys stay tuned. We got One Rod and
Monster Mike
coming up here just in a minute. And these guys are a treat.
Yeah,
they're a treat. We'll be back in just a second.
Everybody, welcome back. We have two special guests on the set with us here today. These guys probably look familiar to a lot of you all. A couple of weeks ago, one of their K.L.M review videos went viral. Everybody in the club was sharing it and talking about it. And so Brad, whenever he saw it, he said, contacted Laura, said we got to have him on our show. And
had to have you guys on, man. We had to.
The passion they got. This is One Rod, Monster Mike, and they are Laura at KLM's junior pro staff. So Laura does a ton of stuff with the kids here in the community. This is just two of her shining stars, really. And we had them come on today, and they have a couple of baits they want to talk about, and just talk about, you know, what me and Brad like to talk about here. Guys, don't be nervous. We all like to talk fishing. So
we like fishing.
That's what we're going to do today.
We like first. How old are you?
10.
10? How old are you?
11.
11. Well, he's taller than you, man.
No.
That's all right. That's all right. But so, where's your favorite place to fish?
Probably the Guyandotte.
The Guyandotte? You do?
Yeah.
Favorite place to fish? They like to fish the Guyandotte. You fishing in lakes? Fish
Yeah.
lakes sometimes? Sometimes? Awesome. You guys are eventually going to get in some kayaks, though, right?
Yeah.
Right? Definitely going to do some kayak? That's right. And you come fish with us, right?
Okay.
I guarantee it. Don't follow him. He turns over a lot. But in that video, you guys were reviewing some baits. I take it you guys use those baits, evidently, or you couldn't review them, right?
Yeah.
They're your favorite baits, right?
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Best baits around?
Yes.
Best baits around, definitely. So which one in your pocket, or your hand there, is your favorite one out of your hand?
It's probably this peanut butter and jelly Cinco 4-inch.
4-inch?
Can I check that out?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good looking bait. How do you rig it?
I usually wacky rig it and bounce it off the bottom.
Bounce off the bottom? That's a pretty good looking
Got some good movement in there.
That's good movement. What's your favorite bait in your hand?
Probably this twister tail. It's a green pumpkin, purple and green flake.
Purple and green flake.
Mm-hmm.
So
how do you rig it?
Oh, I just take it through the top and just let the hook come out, and I like to use a jig head for it.
Okay.
Oh, jig head, that's pretty awesome. What else you got there? What's this one right here? What's this right here?
Oh, that's a Helgermite.
Helgermite. Hold that out there so they can see that. That's a dandy there. And do you use that Helgermite too?
You guys ever fished with live Helgermite?
No.
Oh, you haven't?
Oh,
you ever seen one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta try that for sure.
I'd much rather be holding the fake one in my hand.
Oh, me too. Absolutely. What's that? What's that there?
This is a black centipede with red flakes. And I usually wacky rig this.
Wacky rig that one? That's the way I would do it for sure. Would you do it that way? In the river for sure.
Yeah.
That's definitely a river bait, right?
Yeah.
All right. This right here. This right here is a dandy, isn't it? Tell them about that one right there.
This is a tube. It's green pumpkin with copper and blue flakes. I just like to I just hook it through here and bring it out like right in this area.
You rig it weedless, or do you just let the hook out? You just let it out? You let the hook stick out? That's pretty cool. Do you put weight on it, or do you just run it with no weight?
Weight.
Weight? That's pretty cool.
Usually a jig head.
Jig head?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. What you got there? What's that one there?
Oh, this is a Cinco Mountaineer Magic.
Mountaineer Magic. Now, we like Mountaineer Magic. He's a Marshall fan, by the way. Ooh, boo, right? But yeah, tell us how you rig that one up, buddy.
Usually I just wacky rig it.
Wacky rig it? Hey, I'm a Cinco man. I
This guy loves Cincos.
I fish some Cincos for sure, definitely. What else you got there? What's this right? What's this right here? This right here. Oh, that's a pretty one there.
Yeah, 3.5-inch black and green purple flake kick and crawl.
Kick and crawl. Hold that out there so they can see that. Shake that thing so they can see how that thing moves, man. That thing's pretty, isn't it? It's pretty. How would you rig that one up?
Oh, I usually just usually a Texas rig.
Texas rig it? That's pretty awesome. What else you got there? Oh, look at this right here.
I have this.
Butter right here.
I have this little black lizard with purple and green flakes in it, and I usually rig it through the head, and it comes out the neck.
That's pretty awesome bait right there. Isn't it? Oh, what's this here? What's this right here? Tell me about
this
that.
This is a 2.5 inch Mountain Magic twister tail, and like I just use a jig head on it, and I hook it like with the hook out of it.
I got it. That's pretty awesome bait right there. That's definitely good. What else? You got anything else over there?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. What you got? Tell us about that one. That looks. I ain't never seen that one before.
4.5 inch trick worm, and it's green
Watermelon.
Yeah, watermelon red flake.
Man, that's pretty. Hold that out there so I can see that. Look at that. That's a pretty good looking bait right there too. How many of those you got in your tackle box? A couple.
Oh, I got a bunch.
You got a bunch. All right. So that cover about all those. What's this right here?
Oh, that's Cinco, and it's a mustard with black flake.
Mustard
color too.
That's pretty right there. That'd be good on a nice clear day, wouldn't it? Is that all the baits you had? Is that all of them? That all of them? That's pretty awesome, guys. You guys know a lot about these baits.
Y'all got any good fishing stories? What's your best fishing story? Any funny stories?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many times you fell in the water fishing?
Oh, one day we was up at the park, and I stepped on a log, and it was like an old power pole, and it was kind of wobbly, and I fell in.
You fell in? That's pretty.
Yeah.
That's great. You laughed, didn't you? I guarantee you.
Hey, we got to make sure everybody knows out there that before we roll the video, we told them about Tommy's flip yesterday.
Yeah.
They got a good kick out of that.
Tommy Covey. He said they called it Tommy Covey hook set.
Yeah.
He set the hook. He put his hand down and he rolled right out of his boat. So you remember that when you get a boat, okay? Don't fall out of the boat. But
who's your favorite fisherman? You got one?
Yeah, it's probably one rod, one reel fishing.
One rod.
One real fishing.
One real fishing. He's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Anybody else y'all watch on YouTube?
Fluke Master.
Yeah.
Fluke Master.
And sometimes JoJo Bars 33.
JoJo Bar 33. All right. And there's one more you're missing. MSKA, right? Mountain State Kayak Angler, right? That's your new second favorite show. I'll let you keep one rod, but you gotta go. You gotta go down to the second, right?
Yeah.
So you guys are on her pro staff, right?
Yeah.
So does she ask you guys to keep good grades or something like
Yeah.
that? Does she make you right? You guys gotta keep good grades.
Yeah.
You both of you got good grades, right?
Yes.
That's pretty awesome.
That's
great. So you guys definitely do that. So Chris and I are going to send you guys some stickers. How about that? Stickers? Give you guys some stickers and stuff, MSKA stickers, and put them on your boat when you get it. How about that?
Okay.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
These guys are pretty awesome. Fluke Master, one rod, one reel. What was the other one?
JoJo Bars 33.
JoJo Bars 33. We're going to shouting out to you guys. You guys just get ready for that. We're going to.
We actually met the Fluke Master last month at the KBF National Championship.
He's a pretty good guy, man.
Awesome guy.
He makes pretty good videos, don't he? He makes real good videos.
He's really serious in kayak fishing now, so you'll have to check out some of his videos.
Maybe we'll get some KLMWorms to him. What do you think?
Oh,
You
yeah.
want to do that? Want to do that?
Yeah.
Maybe we can get Laura to make a one rod and Monster Mike special bait and send it to him. How about that?
Okay.
That sounds good, don't it? But we're going to be back in just a minute. We're going to let these guys tell you about the shop here just a second. That sound like right there? Can you guys give us a tour here in a minute?
Yeah.
Laura's shop. I'm sure Laura won't mind, would she? No? All right. Back in just a minute, guys. Thanks. Awesome.
Good job, guys. Woo! That's good.
All right, everybody. We're here with the man from PA, Russell. Everybody knows he can come down and showed us how to fish.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, but he won our first event of the year. How much money did you win, man?
I just won a little bit over $1,000, but more than that, I won a little bit of bragging rights. I got some West Virginia money.
And I believe he fanned himself with it.
Yeah, took a little fan.
Took a little fan with it, little on Facebook.
It was a long drive home, man.
I understand that. But we're going to ask you a few questions and try to pick your brain a little bit. Is that cool?
Perfectly fine.
All right, that's fine. First of all, how did you get involved with MSKA?
MSKA was another group I've seen. I'm from Kayak Anglers, Pennsylvania. We saw some events. Don Corbett from 412 Bait said, let's go fish. We come down in 2014 and fished a Stonewall and Stone Coal event. Back to back, 2 lakes, 2 days, and I've been hooked on these guys ever since. Just
how many fish did you catch on those events? Zero.
This guy has been trash talking West Virginia lakes for so long, and then he finally got some redemption, I think, last year on the New River, and then things went bad there too, right?
Yeah, New River Classic. We picked a spot. I like working the fish. I don't want the easy way out. I try to work hard, and had a good limit. Lost my phone. Watched my phone sink at the bottom of the river where I could not find it, could not get to it. And I ended up catching a limit, but it was a 30-some inch limit. And
I think the section you were fishing, I mean, the holes were like 20, 30 foot deep.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, there was no going down and waiting for
the thing is, that was a river.
Yeah, that was a river.
That was a river. But the lakes was kind of like your Achilles heel. You just could not get it done.
5 events, 1 crappie. And that was
Joe got a lizard, I think.
Yeah, Joe caught a lizard. West Virginia lakes. I refuse to fish them.
All right. So with that being said, what changed this time? What? Go ahead and talk us through how you prepped and got it done on this lake.
Did a little bit of homework, I guess. Talked to some guys down here. Everybody's friendly. And that's the biggest thing about MSKA. If you ask a question, it will get answered. So just doing my little homework on the 3 lakes that were available, I wanted the one that was hardest to fish. Because if it's going to be beneficial to me, I want the hard one to fish. So I chose O'Brien. I went out, did some fishing, and the water conditions were murky. And to me, it was really dirty, but they told me that was the cleanest the lake's ever been.
Probably really is muddy all the time.
That's what every picture I see. That's what it is, straight mud. So I found some fish on 412 Bait Company. I was using a free minnow. I was using a color that typically you wouldn't use in muddy water, which was salt and pepper. It's a white with black flake.
When he told me that, man, that shocked.
I couldn't believe it. I picked them up. I picked a few up, and then I know I was on limited stock. So I quit fishing, and then the last cast right in front of the Ball and Lehman, Koi crew, I picked up a 22.5-inch bass, literally right in front of them. And from that point on, I knew that's where I was fishing at. Not to catch the same bass, but I kind of figured out that's where I needed to be.
So that's where you went back the next day?
That's right where I went back. I never left vision of my truck. I seen my truck the whole day.
I've heard that before, haven't you?
Yeah.
Never lose vision of your truck? It works. I've done it, man. It pays dividends, doesn't it?
It definitely does.
It definitely does.
I had cell service where I was at on Woodrum, and I started getting text from Russell about, I think it was around 9 o'clock one. You got them early, didn't you?
I had a limit by 9:02, I think was the timestamp on my last one.
Yeah, I had a limit too, but mine were just little dings. But Russell started sending me messages, and he was like, hey man, I can't get TournamentTales to work. I can't get TournamentTales. So I knew he at least had 1 fish. So I knew that, and I was just like, so I was trying to, I was on the phone with Dwayne and John trying to get things worked out with TournamentTales. And so eventually, when it came up, I went to go upload my fish.
And you see
my 3 little dinks. Yeah, and he's pushing 50 inches. And I was just like, dang. My bait selection from there on out was just like, oh, I'm going big, man. I'm going to catch something good.
Well, and that's the funny part, because my first fish was 20. I know I lost another solid fish right boat side, been 18 to 20. Then Koi passed me, and I asked him what was going on with it, because I had an 11-inch, a 16 and an 11. And I was like, what's going on with TournamentTales? Like, I want to get these fish in. Time matters. John Wright preached that time, get your fish in for a tie, that matters. So I'm talking to everybody. Koi comes back up, and he says, try it on something else. And I was like, I got an Apple iPhone. That's all I have. I can't get on Google Chrome or anything like that. And he messaged me, put them up, and I put them up, and I was sitting in first all day long, but 11.5-inch fish. I think Noah Heck said, get the swim bait off the board.
I saw that.
Because 11.5-inch fish is rough, but tight day of fishing, and
it was
pulled through.
It was surprising. I mean, the weather was perfect, but it was almost too perfect. I mean,
it wasn't fun to sky that day.
No,
it was tough. I got sunburned. I was burnt. I didn't catch fish. I didn't catch a fish all day. My wife beat me. She didn't. I mean, I ain't lived that down yet, by the way. I love you, honey, but I'm getting you on the next one. But all in all, it was a really good event. We had a lot of fish caught. We had a pretty good amount of fish caught. I think what was Joe behind you? How far behind was he? Wasn't very much, was it?
No, I think he was 44.5 or maybe 3-4 inches. It might not even been that.
It was close, and Joe had a good day too. I mean,
Joe's had a good day. He had a good day at the river bassing this past weekend. I mean, he's going to be tough to contend with this year.
Joe. some noise. I find out you're the Elk River boy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I found that out today. That's pretty awesome. Homeboy.
Well, you'll see me on the Elk, so Joe, we're going to mean for you round 2.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So all in all, did you finally feel great getting that turkey off your back, man? Getting it off your back?
The more beneficial part of that was just the friends that were happy for me.
Yeah.
Like I've caught fish, and whether I catch fish or not, the best thing about the kayak fishing and MSKA is the friends that you have down here.
Yeah.
So for like Nathan Reese and everybody else that actually cheered me on,
yeah,
that means more than going home with money. It's a friendship and a family.
Yeah,
the fan, I could have used something else for the fan, but
awesome.
It's getting me back down here for the rest of the year with you guys.
Awesome.
So.
You know, and we were so glad to see you win. I mean, we talked
for
about
sure,
it
man.
After we're like, man, we're so glad Russell finally got him one, and you know, it was tough conditions. I really believe it was. I mean, those lakes it was a tough bite that day. I couldn't get a bite.
I mean, there's big fish to be caught. There was 3 fish over 20, a lot of 19s, a lot of 18s. It just not a lot of them on one stringer. So
that was the thing. But I posted a video earlier to get some questions for you, and some of these guys sent some pretty good questions in. So you want to try to answer some?
I'll answer to the best of my knowledge.
Best of your knowledge? Okay. I had a text message from Josh Bursell, and he wanted to know, it was so hard for you to catch fish on your first couple of visits down here. Why did you even come back because you weren't catching fish?
Well, Josh, that's a good one from you. It's people like you to bring us back. The friendship, the laughs, the giggles, the sitting down, pre-fishing, everything else, it's the family. I'd spend $20, $30, $40, $50 to fish with friends than to go out and fish in a tournament. Right. It's the friendship.
Absolutely. It was awesome. That was awesome. But we had some questions from other people. I think Chris Tommy.
We get on my Facebook here. It's where everybody was posting the questions to Russell here. So our first one is from Jeremy Stacy. And Jeremy wanted to ask, he said, which do you prefer to use from a kayak reel-wise? Do you want spinning or bait caster?
I use both. Spinning is more my finesse, and a bait caster is more when I'm trying to find fish. So spinner baits, buzz baits, any of my searching baits, it's a bait caster. I feel I can get it out there faster. It may not be as accurate for me, but once I find them, I can go with the same spinning reel and finesse fish and target that specific area I'm looking for.
That's pretty good. That's
good. Yeah, good answer. All right, John McGlinny, he said, Russell, I'm new to kayak fishing. My kayak does not have an anchor trolley. Do you recommend installing one?
That is preference. That's a very good question. I use Bernie's River Stick. It's a vertical anchor. I use that because I fish rivers a lot. Fishing rivers, got boulders, rocks, and things that an anchor through an anchor trolley can get pinned in. But if you're fishing lakes, anchor trolley is not bad because you can reach depths of 20, 30, 40 feet and stay where you're at. Where my Bernie's River Stick is 7 foot max on an 8-foot pole. But it also works in lakes for shallower when I'm fishing shelves and sandbars and stuff of that nature. So it's kind of really up to you what you want to do, but I don't advise using an anchor in moving water. It's not a good...
Yeah, people don't know what a river stick is. It's basically a 7-foot pole that you manually pull and it drops down in the water.
Yeah.
Right, and it stops.
It's gravity activated. It's on a pulley system, fiberglass rod. I'm 260 and I'm on a big rig, so you're looking at 300 some pounds. It stops me in a lot of moving water.
Awesome.
Not white water, you're not going to put it in a gully, but a lot of moving water in any lake. It's perfect for that situation.
That's pretty awesome.
And if you're interested in River Stick, they're going to be a platinum sponsor at the Greenbrier River event in June. So they're going to be down and
these guys will talk to you about it anytime, right?
You can message me on Facebook anytime about Bernie's River Stick. I'll take pictures, show you stuff, how I use it, whether I got videos of what it held me up in 30-mile-an-hour winds with Bernie. So we can definitely get you covered on any questions like that.
It's awesome. It's awesome. Good.
Okay, so now here come the tough questions.
All right.
VP Jeremy Smith sent these in personally. So first one he said, there are kayak fishing tournaments everywhere these days, and with Pennsylvania, I say PA, but Pennsylvania there's no exception. What is so special about MSKA that makes you want to drive all the way from Pennsylvania several times a year to fish our events?
When I first started fishing them, it was distance. I can get a lot of the West Virginia events in 3 hours. And that's kind of I made my radius was 3 hours of fishing. And then once I met guys down here, 2 of them I'm standing with here, he picked me up from a hotel today. So, I mean, you just meet people that you want to spend time with as far as fishing, laughing. It's just that family event. So, traveling 3 hours, 4 hours, or 5 hours, I know there's people that's going to be camping. I can, you know, stay at a campsite or get a hotel room with. And it's just, there's reason to come down. It's a good club.
Thank you. We appreciate it, man.
We do.
We really appreciate it.
We appreciate y'all, all the guys coming. And that's why we're dedicating the entire event to you guys. I mean, we love y'all showing us, coming down and fishing with us all the time.
PA's coming strong to the Greenbrier.
Yeah, and we know y'all come strong. Trust me. I know Donald's foaming from the mouth to be back on the Greenbrier. So, okay, this next question, we'll lighten it up a little bit here. If you could win a lifetime supply of either 412 baits or your favorite barbecue, what would it be?
For you guys don't know, tell me, you're a barbecue man, right?
I'm a barbecue man.
You cook barbecue.
I cook barbecue. I did traveling regionally championship barbecue for years.
All right, so that kind of lays that out there. It's a tough choice for him. Go ahead.
And I've been fishing since I was 3, and I love 412 baits.
Lifetime supply. Never buy either one ever again.
But Dawn, I'm sorry. I have to go with barbecue. That's
your heart, man.
I'll pay for your baits. But the barbecue, I gotta have it.
Yeah, that's a good question. Who asked that question? That's me. That's your question? Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome.
All right, we'll stay on the barbecue side of things. So we gotta ask this: Sweet Baby Ray's or Stubbs?
Both great barbecue sauces. And all the guys that had my barbecue sauce will say mine. If I gotta pick one of those two, I gotta go with Sweet Baby Ray's.
That's awesome. Man, I like your Ray's too. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Okay. Here's another one from Jeremy Smith, our Vice President.
All right.
As someone that has been in the MSKA family for a while now, how do you view the growth of the club? We started out much like the Kayak Anglers of Pennsylvania chapter with about 15 people at our early events. How do you think MSKA has handled and adapted to the growth? Any suggestions or advice that you would like to give us?
I really can't give you any suggestion or advice. I mean, the MSKA club is one of the leading clubs out there. I mean, it's at the top. You can't. There's not any of the smaller clubs that compete with that. I mean, there's little clubs that pop up everywhere, but MSKA, there's people that watch it and set their club up to do what MSKA is doing. As far as growth, everything that you are doing new, all the information is out there to make it easy transition when you're coming in, or if you're a veteran with MSKA, to adapt to the changes. So as far as like TournamentTales, that was an easy swing for everybody to adapt to the online event. To opening up multiple waters, they're all clearly staked of where you can be, and everything's laid out in black and white. There's no gray areas. So, I mean, you guys are definitely the leading, in the top leading industry of clubs. You know, it's not a national thing, it's a state club, and you have everybody. I mean, we have members from PA that join down here every year. There's Ohio guys. I mean, I think there's probably 5 or 6 different states that join MSKA. I mean, I think I saw Maryland, and I pay attention to it because it's on Facebook, but Maryland, Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, of course. I want to say there's a guy from Kentucky or something else. Like you got them from everywhere, and that just shows what kind of group you have. It's not just a bunch of friends. There's meeting new people all the time. So.
Yeah,
and that's what it's all about.
Right, exactly. I mean, I think it's been interesting to see how our regional clubs have evolved. I mean, our clubs have kind of, like Jeremy said in this question, come up from that 15-member core group to now all of us are pushing over 100 members. I mean, it's crazy. You had Kappa, you have KFO, you have the Kentucky groups getting bigger, you have several groups down in Virginia.
South Carolina.
Yeah, South Carolina. I mean, this region has just kind of been one of the leaders in the kayak fishing explosion.
Absolutely.
And the thing about that is all of us are tied to some kind of charity, giving back to communities, whether it's cleaning up a riverbank or something. So everybody's doing something positive. You know, it's definitely something to get involved in.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, we really try hard to stay with the charity thing. Like I said, we bring in charities to sell food.
Yeah.
You know, we could sell our own food. We could sit and make money, but we bring those charities in so it helps them out. And and I think it just speaks volumes for the kayak clubs as a whole. Is you don't see just a couple of clubs on it. It's the majority of kayak clubs that are stepping up to help their communities. And one thing that Chris can say, you know, we've really strived to try to get communities involved in our tournaments. We always contact the city hall or the mayor or somebody to try to get them involved and come out to the events and see what we're about, and it's what people have.
Yeah, and that's the gentleman from the recreation board that was just at the last event. I sat down next to him not knowing who he was, and then he found out I was from Pennsylvania, and he kind of said, why? And I said, why not? And that's exactly what it is, you know. You're bringing guys in that are seeing what you're bringing to the communities, and they're wondering why everybody does this, and then you look at a good group of people, why not? It's the same kind of question, so.
Pretty awesome. It's brotherhood, for sure.
For life.
Okay, we have another one. This will be a hard one for you to answer. Well, maybe not. 10-pound, both these are under the assumption you caught them in Pennsylvania. A 10-pound largemouth from a Pennsylvania lake, or a 7-pound smallie from a Pennsylvania river.
Smallies all day long.
You can't argue with that.
But it's double digits. It's double digits.
I can honestly say I'll take a 5-pound smallie in a river over a 10-pound largemouth.
I think I would too. I
mean, there's just something about a smallie.
There's no comparison.
No.
There really isn't. I don't think so.
Not saying I would turn down a 10. We're going after smallmouth.
Well, I agree with you on that. All right, well, here's another one. We're getting to know Russell here, man. These are some in-depth questions here.
I like this format. We're going to do this the next time. I like this. I thought we'd try this. This is pretty awesome. I like this.
Okay. Last vacation that you can ever take. It's either going to be in the Florida Keys or Alaska. And why?
Alaska.
Yes.
Too many people in Florida. it's...
The fishing has to be great out there.
The fishing's got to be great. The hunting's got to be great. And it's off the grid.
It's off the grid, yeah.
You always see those pictures post up, would you sleep in this cabin for $10,000 for a month?
Absolutely.
Keep the money, just let me have the cabin. I'd go to Alaska for sure.
That's awesome. I would too, for sure.
Same here.
Same
so
here.
We're agreeing a lot.
We're not going to the beach. We don't. Not at all. Not at all.
All right. Well, we got one last question, and I mean this is probably the most important. Obviously, I would say.
Okay. Who's up front?
This is this is from me too.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So last one I sit in.
All right. Let's hear it.
Biggie or Pac? Best rapper.
Best rapper. When I was younger, it was a Pac. But as I got older, it's definitely Biggie. He put his albums on front to back, reverse, whatever. That's where it's at.
He's all about Biggie.
All about Biggie.
Alright everybody, welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. And the review was pretty awesome. These guys are awesome. So, one more time, give a shout out to who? Laura K.L.M. Man, we want to thank you for letting us come up and hang out in the shop for a little bit, for sure.
Everybody, the support she shows the club, I mean, is just outstanding. And so let's continue to return the love to.
Yeah, she'll hook you up. You give her, she'll hook you up.
Yep.
She knows. Don't forget, members get a discount.
Yep.
Don't forget that. If you need the code, it's on the website under our members.
And our new member cards too. It's on the back of our new member cards.
Absolutely. So definitely K.L.M. right here. Hook her up. She has an awesome junior pro stat, by the way.
Yeah.
Right? That's pretty awesome. But, so, we want to go ahead and go into some picks here. We're going to pick the winner of the Mud River event. Right?
Yeah.
Last year's winner, it's pretty awesome. You know, I'm not gonna pick myself. I just can't do that. But I plan on a repeat. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to get back the money again, right? You're trying to win it too.
I want to try my best.
Okay, but I made a pick that I think is going to do pretty well, and it just came to me driving up the road earlier. I just like, I'm gonna pick this guy. He's there. He's got it. He's back. He's back. He's ready. You gonna go pick?
No, there's a lot of people that sounds like.
This guy catches fish on a lake all the time. Nice clear water. He knows what he knows how to catch them. But I'm picking Byron. Byron is back on his game. I was so excited to see him catch some fish, see him place, and I know he's pumped. Byron, you're ready, buddy. K.L.M Pro Staff. I know he's gonna be throwing a KLM worm.
Solid pick.
He's gonna be throwing a Drake jig with a trailer.
Working out a brand new boat.
He is absolutely ready.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, this is kind of his playground. You know, this nice clear water. Water's gonna be pretty clear.
Fish may still be on beds.
Yeah,
that's right up his ballpark as far as throwing jigs at him.
Absolutely, he can throw a jig on there and aggravate an old fat girl all day. So he's
a good pick, man.
You think that's a good pick?
That's a solid pick.
Inches wise, last year I had 49 1/4, I believe.
You won by what, about half inch?
I won by a quarter inch. Quarter inch last year. So, but this year I think we're going to be at it at an awesome time. I think the fish are going to be ready. I'm going to go 52 inches and going to win this thing. I think Byron can pull that in. It's a good stringer, but it's very, very doable on this lake.
Yeah,
you think so?
Oh, no doubt.
And like I said, his confidence level is through the roof right now. And watch out.
That's a good pick, man.
Let's hear it. Let's hear what you got. Let's see if you can beat that.
Well,
see if you can beat that.
I think my guy is going to give him a run for his money.
So you do? All right, that's it.
Man, I thought about this hard because there's about, my goodness, there's 10 guys I can think off the top of my head right now that I feel confident any one of them could go out there and win this. And that doesn't even take into consideration the wild cards that are going to show up to this. All of Laura's pro staff that are coming out for this one for their first event, any one of them, Laura could walk away with this one.
Right.
You know, but she's got several pro staff that's mentioned on Facebook. They're coming out for their first tournament. So not only are they going to be representing KLMWorms and trying to show up there, but it seems like a lot of people who come out for their first tournament always seem to do really well.
Absolutely.
I don't know what it is, but somebody comes out for their first ever tournament, they come out and for some reason they just tear it up. And so I think they're the wild cards, they're the unknowns. We don't know what they're going to do, but the 10 guys that just on top of my head that we know they have a lot of body of work put in and they're always up there, they're always consistent. But my mind kept taking me back to one person. So, and I'm trying to go with my gut here instead of my heart. And that's what I'm going to roll with this time. I'm guessing slightly lower on the limit, size limit. Seems like I'm always a little bit lower than you, but I'm going to go 48.5 for this one. And the person that I'm predicting to bring it home this time definitely has an inning to do it. He definitely has been around the right people here as of lately. And that person is Coy Lehman.
Oh.
So, Coy,
he's going to kill you.
Matt wanted to pick you for the last tournament. And I think you threatened him a little bit, and he didn't do it. So, but I honestly, I got in my gut he's going to come out and do well for this tournament. He fishes well on these bodies of water. I think he missed this tournament last year. I know Matt missed this tournament last year. I can't remember if Coy missed it or not, but I think he did. But great angler, always seems to produce a limit. He's going to be around for big fish. You just know he is. So he's starting to come out. Him and Coy Sr. has got involved, said he's loving the trail. It just feels like it's their time, and I feel like it's his time. That's the best way to say it.
He can do it. Absolutely can do it. He
had a great day at Sutton Lake last year in tough conditions. So Coy's been in the money several times in our club. I don't think he's ever won first place though. I think he's due, and that's who I'm rolling with. So Coy versus Byron.
Coy versus Byron. Two very confident fishermen right now. They're both pretty confident right now, I believe. I think it's going to be awesome.
Yep.
I think it's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. I hope the weather holds out. Everybody come out, cook out the night before.
Cornhole tournament.
Cornhole tournament. Hey, I'm pretty good at that. I can throw a couple bags.
You can make them too.
I can make them. That's right. A couple of my boys are going to be there. Yep. Hint, hint. If you like them, let me know. Byron bringing his and Tommy bringing his. So
we might have to get another custom one of those for a door prize.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. But I'm excited. What's the date again?
May 14th.
May 14th. I'm gonna be there on Friday pretty early. I'm off that day, so I'm gonna be there pretty early. So come on out, join me. We was talking maybe from pre-fishing. I don't know, but all in all, I'm ready. You ready?
Can't wait.
All right, you guys be sure to watch and share. Our little guys on there earlier, share them, so that everybody knows who they are over the world. What do you think?
What's the name of the YouTube page?
What's your page name?
Bryce Davis and Plumley.
Bryce Davis and Plumley. Look them up on YouTube. Follow them. Give them a shout out.
Hey, I'm going to. I'll share their page. I'll share it. You'll get it from us, so don't worry about it. We're excited. We'll see you guys soon, and tight lines, and peace out. Awesome. See, you're gonna get all kind of people on there. You're gonna have girls everywhere. I'm telling you right now.